Hello, Professor, and anyone who may be watching this. My name is Gleison, and this is my website for the Web 222 final assignment. So here on the right side, we have the website on its landing page, and on the left side, I have my HTML, JavaScript, and CSS documents. Now let's see what we can cover in the 5 minutes. So I'm going to be going back and forth in the website and the code to explain with more details what I did. So let's see. Here we have the website with a bit of basic information on it, and I embedded a YouTube video to make sure to give a bit more background if the user wants to see something else beyond it. And here on the bottom, as per requirement, I added a newsletter, and if the user enters a proper email address in a correct format and click on join, the email is going to be submitted as well as my name as per requirement of the project. However, if the user just comes here and types something like this, of course, it's not a valid email address. Please review the email. The address entered is invalid. Now, I achieved this through, of course, first creating the input field here and the button. And once the button is clicked, we go ahead to call the email check function, which validates the pattern that the user entered against this email pattern that we have defined here. And if the pattern is not valid, it's going to prompt the message that we just saw. Otherwise, it's going to post it. And on the top here, I have links to other pages. So if you go in more info first, for example, we have a little bit more info about the game here. And I like creating a fixed header just because it was the way I chose to design this website. And I also made a bigger font. If you notice, the button here is also a bit bigger. Is because I assumed that the people who would be using this website would maybe be older. I wouldn't think that kids that actually play this game would be visiting it. It's more for nostalgic people. So I think that this would help them navigate the website better. So sorry, in the more info here, it's just some images with some captions and telling a bit more about history, tips for winning the game, and the rules for the game, and this kind of stuff. Interesting here is what everyone's saying about the game, which is our review section of the site. So here we have some reviews already that come from our data from this array here with all these reviews. So okay, well, every time that the website is loaded, the load reviews function is called here in the load in the window where okay the load review function is called, and well, we're basically gonna create each card every time that the website is loaded. And here we can just go ahead and create our own review. Let's do it right now. So Gleason, I'm gonna rate it a 5, and let's say that love it. And once you click submit, the review is gonna be created here. So here in the reviews HTML, what I did was I created a new review function, and this new review function is going to be called every time that we click the submit button. So if you go here to the submit to the new review function, I'm going to pass the data, validate it, and if the data is valid, we're going to append this information here that I just posted to the array. And the date, I didn't ask the user to create. I'm going to just use the system date for the date that they posted. And otherwise, I'm going to not post, I'm going to display an error message. Let's say that I put my name and I put a rating of 5, but no review. Please enter a review. And on the other hand, if I put my name, put a review, love it, and don't put any rating, is going to ask a rating. And if I don't, and anyways, each message is going to be displayed depending on the error, and all the errors are going to just display all the messages. And let's just put one more here to make sure that it's functioning for to loading one more than just one review. Let's say don't like this game. And if you click on submit, yeah, so it's submitting here. So this is working fine as well. And of course, I have the about here with some information that the honesty statement and all that. Now let's check how this website is going to behave in a screen smaller than 400 pixels. Now I did of course add it here in our CSS file, some media queries for smaller than 400 pixels screens as per project requirements. And let me see here in my browser, if I click on F12 here, and change the size of the window. Yeah, I already have it as default because I was checking it, of course. So you can see that I defined these cards to, instead of showing 4 cards by row, it's gonna show 2 cards. And if I go to a page with a bit more content, see that it was centered. I decided to make it justified now. I just think it looks better this way. Our forms is still here, and if we go to about, everything is still here, and we can still put our review here and whatnot. So everything seems to be working fine as per what we have defined here in our media query. So that was it. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.